those two set scenarios.
Okay.
You have one person who just goes with the flow and just, you know, following along. You have the other person who has some sense of mastery, some sense of self mastery.
Okay.
So now, which of the two do you think would fare better?
The person with the self mastery is going to fare better than anybody else. That's just the bottom line. They're going to fare better because now they are conscious about their outside world, you know. So when you become conscious with yourself, you know, it's kind of hard for the outside world to infiltrate you, you know, to infiltrate your thoughts and your
Mm-hmm.
and your mindset and stuff like that. So I think the person with self mastery is going to go a whole lot further. I mean, because I look at, let's just say the world becomes almost like a third world country. Actually, I had a dream about that the world became in despair, you know.
Mm.
It's kind of freaky kind of dream, but the world was in despair. But the people who knew themselves or had that self mastery, they were the ones, you know, leading the packs.
Right. So now, how do you distinguish between, say, when you become conscious of yourself and you can exclude the riffraff, whatever that is?
Right.
How do you distinguish that from people who exclude information and, and say, I don't want to hear that. I know what I'm listening to is right, and they're 100% not correct. How do you distinguish? I mean, you know what I'm saying? You get those type of people, you know what I mean?
Right, right. Yeah, you get those kind of people all the time who are stuck in whatever they've heard,
Yeah,
and it's not moving. It's not going anywhere.
right,
But
right.
I think that goes around with a lot of people because, you know, say a person with self mastery, they are like, and I'm not going to say stuck, but they are set in a certain kind of mindset that, you know, they're not going to allow other outside influences. Now, the people who going to go with the flow, yeah, they're going to listen to everybody and try all these different things until they can find something that rings, you know, that lights a light bulb, you know, that tells them, hey, all this stuff I've been learning, it's not right. You know,
Right.
but it's up to that individual when that light bulb is going to go off for them.
Well,
We can't force that on them.
no, you can't. But the reason why it's difficult for some of those people to change is because they can't accept that they were wrong.
Right, right,
Too much. It's too painful.
right. It's a
You know?
lot of ego involved.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Well, the ego's there to protect them against some type of boogeyman or something, you know.
Of course, but they think that anybody who thinks differently from them, they're the boogeyman.
Yeah, there you go. That's right. You know.
You know, so they run from it. They don't want to hear it. They don't want any parts of it, and that is a closed mind.
Yes.
You know, I feel like we should at least be open to hearing people, at least be open to hearing different ideas. When you are closed minded, you don't receive anything. You
You
can't
know,
receive anything.
you're right. So if that's the case, then right, to receive something means you have to have an open mind.
Right.
So now, if self-mastery person is one who has a mastery person has an open mind, but it excludes lower level ideas, right? Is that how you would say it?
Yes.
Right. So now there are masteries, there are masters within the level of masters, right?
Yeah.
How does that work?
Well, you know, everybody has their own level of where they are in life.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so there's nothing wrong with if you've got different mastery levels, there's nothing wrong with leveling up, you know, or looking
Right,
up to those people
right, right,
who are a little further along than you are.
right.
And you're open though. But see, that's the thing, you're open to learning what these people are doing so that you can also level up to the point where they are, or to a point where you want to be. Because you can admire people. It's not to say that you want to be like them, but maybe something with them resonated with you that, okay, well, I want to be on that level. I want to be mentally on that level. So you're open to receiving that.
So what is your vision for Jaybird?
For Jaybird, well, I want to be financially stable for one. I want to be able to influence people to start changing their life, to start working on self mastery, to start doing the things that feel good to them. That's what I want to encourage people. I want to be a light in this world.
Okay,
So and I've been told that several times, but so I shine a little bit,
you do.
and
You're shining.
yeah, yeah. So I've accepted that. It was difficult for me to accept that, but I have accepted that.
Why
So now,
do people go through?
it's simply because at the time I wasn't believing in myself. I didn't believe I
Okay.
was worthy.
No, worthy. What do you mean by worthy? I don't get it. It's hard for me to. I can't remember that. I can't remember me saying that to myself too often. What?
Right, right. Well, right. I got you. I got you. Well, I didn't think I deserved to have good things happen to me.
Okay.
That's how I felt in life. I
Oh.
thought all bad things happened to me and nothing good would ever happen for me.
Oh, that's kind of depressing.
It is. And it took me into a depressive state back then because I didn't know where my life was going. I didn't know where my life, how my life was going to turn out. And I was so depressed because I was lost. I felt lost in this world.
Well, maybe that was a good thing, right?
Yeah. I look at it now, yeah, because I felt lost and I felt like I didn't belong. But I think that's a great quality now, But I thought that back then, I thought, well, nobody's going to like me. So let me just hide in this little corner
Oh.
so nobody would see me. I didn't want to be seen.
Oh, really?
Right.
And you deprived the world of your preciousness. My
Yeah.
goodness.
Yes, I did for a long time,
It's
for a very long time.
like this here. It's like, you look at a stem of a plant, right? The stalk.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at it closely, it has different segments to it.
Mm-hmm.
It just grows, and each segment's different, but
Mm-hmm.
you need all the segments to make the stalk.
Right.
you know?
Yep.
So like
Absolutely.
without the darkness, it can't be light.
Right. Right.
And then now, since you can articulate the struggle in the darkness, you can lead other people. That's a beautiful
Yes.
thing.
It is. It is. And I found that to be a very beautiful thing when I started helping, and I was starting getting feedback from a lot of different people.
Yes.
And so that feedback actually helped me
Hmm.
to start believing that this is worth it. This is why shelter myself, why keep myself closed in this box where nobody could see me,
Mm.
you know? So I broke out of that box, and I want people to know, hey, I broke out of this box. You can do it too. But you just gotta,
It's like
you've got to make that decision.
it's the chicken pecking his way out of the egg, right?
Yes. Yes.
So
So I
now,
say eventually, I've helped a lot of people, so I've enlightened a lot of people. So I'm proud of that. I'm proud of that.
that's a good thing. So we're about 45 minutes into our talk. Is there anything else you
Okay.
want to share?